Hey everybody, hope you're doing pretty good. It's a pretty relaxing, casual Sunday. I didn't do my hair today. I'm just relaxing at home with the kids. They're a little sick, but it's not a big deal. We're all going to be okay because none of us are very sick right now. So, I'm going to do an update on Ooze Finance. The project has launched, and so far it's just gone up, 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 but it might finally do a little pullback. We're going to talk about that. And I also made an offer in this video for anybody that wanted to try out the project. You could come and you could try to sign up to get a free NFT for me. The NFTs are how this project works to where you can join the 1% rewards daily. It's similar a little bit to like Piston or Drip, but very, very different and brand new coding all set up. So it's not just a copy of those projects. You could kind of say it was inspired by those projects, if anything else. So let's go ahead and get into Ooze Finance and we'll talk about the site. Now, you can start over here on the tour guide. It'll take you through each one of the areas and let you understand what it is. And you'll want to make sure you understand this stuff because if you hurry like I did on one part and you make a mistake, you can end up with some stuff kind of in the wrong areas. There is a lot to this, even if it looks simplistic. There's a lot to understand. So we'll start here in the swamp. So swamp is where you can go ahead and buy and stake the slime token. Now, what is the slime token? This is a key thing to help supporting the price of Ooze. You need slime tokens to either earn XP to level up your token or to be able to have you have to have a certain amount of slime to be able to go ahead and take advantage of referral rewards. So there are two areas, and this is where I messed up a little bit on my first day. I bought some slime when Ooze was a little bit cheaper. Now Ooze is much more expensive, but I staked basically all of it into the earn XP area of the swamp. So I'm earning some XP, but then if I come over here to the area for my disciples, and if I mint you an NFT for free and send it to you, I only would earn if I have at least 63 slime staked over here. And so far I only have half a slime staked over here. As you can see right here, I've staked a whole point, almost a half of a slime. Now where'd that half of slime come from? Besides earning either XP to level up your NFT, and we'll go over that, or having it over here where you can go ahead and earn rewards from the people that you refer to the site, they have this area here where you earn rewards. Now, I just claimed my rewards earlier today, but basically you can come here and based on your complete stake that you have, see it has both of them in here, you're going to earn a reward of a certain amount of slime per day. Now you can come here at any point and take your slime either that is in your reward and redeem it and you get back some USDC into your wallet, or you can go ahead and come here and you can unstake it and you get your USDC back. So this token is completely adding basically liquidity to the site for the Ooze and the USDC pair, and then taking liquidity out of the site if you decide to pull it out. Now, as you can see, people are going to need to have it staked if they want to do affiliate marketing and stuff like that, and they're going to need to have it here if they want to level up their NFT. We'll talk about that in a little bit as we look over more of the site. Now, the city functionality is the place where you can come, and if you are running a team like me, I can do airdrops out to my team. So that's things that are pretty cool here. I would hope it here for it to show me, my team a little bit better, but I'll show you where I can get those and I can go ahead and start sending airdrops out eventually as this project progresses. They also have the ability here for you to click and you can look up users. So if you want to see how my account is doing, you can, I think it actually has to be the correct case. On my account is like that. Let's see if it works. If not, maybe 419. At least that should bring something up. I don't remember if that's me. Oh, that's Fidel. So I'll give you my number once I double check what it is. Here, I can click here. What's mine? 459. See, I was close. So you put in the 459, you do a search, mine will come up. and you can see kind of, so here's me, I'm Stever82. You can see how much I have available to claim. Blockchain shows you guys everything. How much I originally deposited, what my current balance is. Yes, I've only been topping up at this point and I haven't been claiming. How much XP I have available and how much XP I've done into things. So I've put 8 XP or so into strength and 10 into speed. So I've increased my max multiplication from 8x my deposit to 8.01x my deposit. And then I've increased my speed to from 1% to 0.002. This is something I'm just kind of trying out with the EXP. I don't know which one of these I'm going to push further. I haven't started doing any tax breaks because at this point I was only planning really on topping up and reclaiming things, so I won't be paying a lot of fees, but eventually I will start to do some claims, and I maybe should think about doing that soon because there could be our first pullback coming up, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Now we've already took a look at my NFT there. Also here, there is an exchange. This kind of just shows you the chart for Ooze, and you can change it to go back, for and look at some different stats like, how much LP is inside the liquidity pools, what's the current prices of Ooze and slime, and you can just kind of see in general how many people are in the system. There are, there's a total of about just under 1,500 people in this currently with NFTs. There's 580 biopunks, 910 order of slimes, and our total TVL is 600,000 Ooze, which they say is worth just over $2 million. So that's something pretty interesting to see. And then it shows you the overall price chart you can zoom out and you can see it's been all up with, and then it's just started to come back a little here at the 340. So that's the most recent top. Now the project has only been running for a little over 4 days, and so we'll talk about why we might be having our first sell-off. But we're going to go and show you a little bit more of the site first. The manhole is where you can come to actually buy Ooze. So this is their on-site DEX. You can go ahead and see here that if I put in $1, that gets me about 0.29 Ooze. If I wanted 1 Ooze, that would cost me $3.34. There is a sales tax on selling currently. So if you wanted to sell Ooze the other way around, there's currently a 24% tax. So see, if I sold one, I would only get $2.50. Now this started off at a 20. This is supposed to be a 10% tax on sales, but it started off at 50% and it's been trending down. It's going to go down to 10% over a 7-day period of time. But the token was sold to the people who got in at the pre-sale at $1 per token. So they are up 330%. So now that we're at a 25% cut, anybody who saved a little bit of Ooze might decide to go ahead and sell a little bit and take some profit off of the table. That's definitely something I could see happening, but I don't know for sure when it will. But as this gets lower and lower and down near that 10%, and this price has continued to just head up, that's where I could see us make our first pullback. So if you're not in this project yet, it might be time to take a look at it, because even if it pulled back a little bit, we are currently at up over 300% since launch. A lot of people have deposited a lot of their Ooze into their NFTs, so I don't see us heading down really quick. This is a project that is meant to be a long-term 1% return per day, leveling up your NFT, redepositing, kind of like Drip, and hopefully, who knows, a year from now, if this project is still live and kicking, I don't think we're worried about Ooze in the single dollars. We're hoping it to be a double-digit to triple-digit coin, kind of go the way Drip did, but not fall apart like Drip did, because they have, in my opinion, a lot better economical things to go ahead and support the price of this token. The slime token in general is just a better way to do things. Now, they do have a marketplace. This marketplace at this point is only going to take you over to the tofu NFT, and you can go ahead and see that some people are selling their NFTs. This one's named Drip. This one's named Angel, and you can sell these, and you can buy, and you could buy them as opposed to actually investing your own money. And if you wanted to do that, you could take a look at the NFT. So this is the Hulk Hogan NFT. It's a biopunk. So this is one that isn't for team building. And it's selling for $100. I'm trying to see if this shows really well how many tokens are staked into it. Token ID 950. So I guess we'd have to do it ourselves, right? So this is token ID 950. You're gonna have to do a little investigation if you wanted to look into buying these. We'll do this live for you really quick. Sorry, I was looking on my Splinter, but you could go to the city, go to a search, 950, and you could search up the current Hulk Hogan that is for sale. He deposited only 9 Ooze for $30. The Ooze balance is currently at 10. And so you can see that basically this one here, he's trying to say, well, I deposited 9, it's at $30. It could do 8x that. If Ooze's price continues to go up, you might get a good big win. So would you want to buy this NFT from me for $100? I would say there's no way anybody's going to buy that right now for $100, because why would you do that when you could just buy 11 Ooze for about $35 and mint your own NFT? The only way I could see it is if you were a huge Hulk Hogan fan. But if he was selling that a little bit cheaper, oops, I didn't mean to close out of Ooze Finance. Let me bring this back up. Then you might be more inclined to do that. The bridge site of the bridge part of the site is just going to link you to some of the different bridges to get money over to the Phantom network. If you want to join this, you will need a Phantom wallet with some Phantom in the wallet. If you want me to issue you a free NFT, I'm not going to give you one if you're not going to be able to come to the site. The training center is a link to different people on YouTube, Mediums, the light paper, the white paper, and just in general, a lot of different resources for you to learn a lot more about Ooze. And now we'll go into the sewer. So the sewer is where you can come to mint your NFTs. If you want to mint an NFT, right here, you would do this. If you want to join my team, you'd put in a SteveR82. You'd create whatever username you want, and then you'd put how much you want to put in. And then you would go ahead and pick if you want Order of the Slime or Biopunk. A quick little review of that. Biopunks have no team building functionality, but they do have the ability for you to set auto claiming and auto top up strategies. We'll go over what those are in a little bit. Order of the Slime, you have to do all your claiming and topping up yourself, but you get a referral link to refer people to the site, and you can go ahead and earn money on your referrals. I need to do a video that kind of goes over those referrals all the way because I don't completely understand them yet. Especially since I'm trying to build a team, but I do know my kickback is set at the highest percent you can, so I'm taking the least amount that I can from you if you are on my team. And then we go ahead and we'll take a look at the two teams. So if you decided you wanted a biopunk, you would click over here to manage the biopunk. I think I'm going to mint myself a small biopunk just to have one so I can understand how it works, but for now I don't have one. Now I do have an Order of the Slime NFT. This is my main one. We took a look at this earlier, but now when we're on this screen, you can go ahead and see that I can go ahead and do a drain. A drain would actually claim this 5 Ooze. I can do a top up, which would send this 5 Ooze into the balance. Now, one of the things you'll notice here that when you do a top up, it doesn't change your deposited amount. So my balance here would go up of how much is in my NFT, which would increase the amount that I earn each day, right? So my 1%, my 1.02% daily ROI on this number, if this number gets bigger, my daily payout speeds up. So I'm going to reach my maximum reward sooner. But because I deposited only 630 Ooze originally, my maximum that I can end up earning with this NFT is going to be times 8 of that 630. So I think, yeah, it's going to show right here. There's my max balance. So my max balance is 5,048 ooze. So what I'll have to do eventually is buy some more ooze and put it in, or I have to go ahead and do a claim and then do a deposit as opposed to a top up. Then I have to pay some taxes, but that would actually increase my maximum balance. So this is stuff you'll have to follow and get used to as we go. It does show how much I've compounded, and that's 26 ooze so far. And then I do have one disciple. It shows that is my one person that I minted an NFT for. So we'll go back out of here and I'll show you where you can see that. So you get what's called your monastery if you're team building. And if you click in here, I have one disciple. He's running around over here. This is at Angel Stever 8482 team. He didn't name his, so I named it that. He's only level 1 and he's just chilling over here, and I can click on him. It'll bring up his NFT so I could see what he's doing. I deposited 11, but it got taxed down to this number. He has this balance on there, and then he has this much ooze since I've minted the token that it's available to earn a whole quarter, but I only did this a few hours ago. He actually needs to go ahead and change around all his settings once he gets on the site and start interacting with it. Now, when I mint you an NFT, you can't liquidate it. You have to start playing the game. You can't actually just get rid of it unless you can sell it on the marketplace. I don't know about at this point if you can sell it for much more than this. I would say maybe somebody would give you, I don't know. At this point, it's hard to imagine anybody's going to give you more than this unless they really like the look of your NFT or the name of your NFT. Other than that, I think you have to sell it like, in theory, this has like 9 in it, right? So what he could do is he could claim like 5 of them and then try to sell it for 9. And then he got 14 ooze out of this. And then he could mint a new one at 9. And then you could just repeat the process. I kind of feel like that's the easy way to play the NFT market. And you're just going to be doing that with ooze tokens. But it's hard to say. I don't know for sure how that marketplace is going to play out. But in general, so far, it's been a fun time for sure. In the Ooze project, we've been watching this token going up. I'm expecting with the sales tax going down that some of the outstanding Ooze goes ahead and starts to be sold. I know one thing we could do really quickly to get an idea of how much that is. I have a 284 Ooze in my wallet. So if we go and look at this in the Explorer, so the biggest holders of Ooze, so these are contract addresses, so we can ignore that. So you've got this one right here who has 4,000. We have a couple here with 2,000. Nobody's even holding 1% of the token, but this gives you an idea of what's sitting on the sidelines right now. Hasn't been sold yet. It's not a tiny bit, so we'll have to see what these wallets end up doing over the next couple days. I'll probably be watching them and seeing. At this point, you can always come over here and take a look at the big whale wallet here. And he just brought in a day ago 2,000 ooze. So that doesn't look like somebody who is, looking to sell right now. But we'll have to see what happens overall. All right, guys, I hope you liked this little quick look at the update on Ooze Finance. It had a good launch. After that kind of delayed launch that they had on the first day, there's been no real issues in it. The token has just been going up and up and up, and I'm really hoping that this project continues to live up to all the hype that I think was, in it for the people that really loved it. I know just like any 1% growth project, even though this one has NFTs and it has other things planned for the use cases for its token, it does have to get more people to come and join the ecosystem, get into investing and earning if we truly hope for the Ooze project to kind of solidify itself as a really cool DeFi project in the space. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye.